Hi, thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Please press like and subscribe and share this audio with someone who you may think needed. Now let's talk about, people are always seeking something for nothing. And that's why they don't have anything in their life, and that's why they struggle financially. I help a lot of people, let me tell you, giving them, affirmations to get jobs and stuff like that. Most of them are very good. They come back, they give me a blessing for helping them. But some of them, honey, let me tell you, they don't come back and give me a dime for helping them. So let me tell you a story because what go around come around. So let me tell you this story. This girl had called me and asked me, to beg me to help her, get extra income. So I said, well, okay, I'm going to help you win the lottery. So I told her how to win the lottery, like the 3, 4 digit lotteries, maybe even the 5 digit, but not the grand prize. But anyway, I showed her how to do it. She was winning. Now, someone else told me that she was winning like every other day, and she had quite a bit of money. And when I asked her about it, I said, well, listen, I did that for you and you didn't even give me anything. She says, oh, I was going to give you something, but I was trying to pay my bills up first. Well, you wouldn't even have any money to pay bills up if I had not helped you. So something happened, and all of a sudden she stopped winning. So then she called me back, wanting, she was off from work, and she didn't have any benefits. You know what I mean? She had injured her leg and was off work and had no benefits, so she couldn't get paid, you know what I mean, for being off. She begged me to help her again. I said to her, let me tell you something. I'm going to help you one more time. If you don't give me anything, don't ever come back to me to help you again. So this time she gave me something. But let me tell you something. This girl was off from work for like a month. And you know how she survived? From winning the lottery. Because I showed her how to do it. From winning the lottery. This is how she survived. So she sent me, I think the first time she sent me $1,400. Then she sent me another 600 and then another 400. That was fine. Excuse me. And then later what I found out this girl was really winning. Me and her even had went to a vacation out of the country in one of the Caribbean islands. And when we were out of the country vacationing, she was winning the lottery in Jamaica. And I said to her, girl, how you winning this, lottery every day in Jamaica? She said, oh, that technique you told me. So she was really getting the money. But I was okay with that because she gave me something. Now, I want to ask you something. Why, when she was winning the money the first time and didn't give me anything, why did she stop winning? Because what go around, come around. Just like I help you, I can cut it out too. Cut it off. Just like I help you how to do something, it's all energy. And I can cut it off. So, so the second time I had no reason to, Bill said she had given me something. I don't understand that for the life of me. If somebody is helping you do anything in your life, getting a job, getting money or whatever, you are better off because of this person, not because of something you've done. And if you can't even help that person, then all your shit needs to be cut off. Because you don't treat people like that. I just don't understand that. How can you help people? How can you do that? Somebody help you get your life together. Every time you talk to them, you hang up. I love you. I love you. You don't love people when you cannot help them when they have helped you. You don't do that to people. And it's a shame that I have to even say anything about it. But I'm like this. Like I said, I help you once, I help you twice, but I'm going to watch you. If you don't come back and say, hey, here's a blessing or whatever because you helped me, I appreciate it. Because remember, you wouldn't have that job if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have that money if it wasn't for me. But see, the next time when you really get in need and you come to me, I ain't helping you do nothing. And then let's see how long your luck lasts too. Let's see how long it lasts. When you don't help people, your luck don't last very long. I had another friend that I always had been there to help him, you know. He got in some trouble with immigrations. They charged him $12,000. They said pay $500 a month. I helped him do that. I paid several months of the $500 a month to help him so he could save his money and be able to pay the rest on his own. Just when I can't even know what all I did for him because I don't even know. But I did a lot to help him. So then I got into a bind. And I asked him I thought an insurance policy I had collapsed or would have collapsed. And I said, can you loan me the money to pay this? And I'll pay you back next month. He said, yeah, sure. He would loan me the money. And then the day before, he says, well, I need to give it to you next week. That's fine. The day before he was to get paid, because he told me to pay it to me next week when he got paid. The day before he was to get paid, he texted me, how you doing? Hi, everybody. Everybody fine, everybody great, everybody's fantastic, you know. And that was it. He said nothing about the money or nothing. But I didn't think much of it because I thought the next day he would give it to me, you know. The next day came, he didn't give it to me. I started texting him. He didn't even answer. I called him. He didn't even answer. He just went ghost on me. This isn't somebody I have been knowing for a couple of months. This is somebody I have been knowing since 2001. It's a very long time. So for you to do this, and this happened this year, earlier part of this year. So that's a long time I've been knowing him, right? He just went ghost on me. So what happened is that the life insurance was my grandson life insurance. My grandson ended up getting killed like the next week. So once he get killed, you know, the policy just, that's it. If it's in grace or not in grace, they still pay me for the policy. So I text him back, I think, just saying that, wow, when I do things for people, I do it from my heart, but I never would have thought that you would have done this because I've never asked you for anything, but especially because I told you I needed it. And I explained why I had needed it. I had this life insurance policy since my grandson was like 4 or 5 years old. So I surely didn't want to lose it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got the money. My grandson got killed. He was murdered. And the policy did pay off, right? So then I hadn't heard anything else from this guy. Then he called me recently. Called my sister first. Said he was going to call me, blah, blah, blah. Then he called me, apologized all over the place for what he had did. But I felt that he was calling me to apologize because he needed my sister to do a favor for him through immigration, and he wanted me to push my sister to do it. Because what happened when he asked my sister to do him this favor, my sister did him the same way he did me. He kept texting her and telling her to call the lawyer, and my sister went ghost on him. First, he had called my sister and told her what the situation was. And then when the lawyer was going to call, he had to pay the lawyer $300. He kept calling my sister, telling her, he was ready to, for her to do it. My sister went ghost, like he went ghost on me. And then he gonna call my sister, send a text, call him emergency, 911, like ASP. Text me ASP. My sister, when he called, my sister blasted him out. And the thing is like, you're going to call me because I don't answer your phone, but my sister, who has always been there for you, asked you to do her a favor, and you went totally ghost. But when you want somebody to do something for you, you're going to blow up their phone, and it's 911 and ASP, please call me, and all this. This is not how you treat people, especially people you've been knowing a long time, but this is not what you do. So my sister said to me, because I knew, I just felt she was doing that because he had did me like that. She said, yes, that was wrong. Ever since, you've known him, whenever trouble he's been in, you've been there to help him. And for him to go ghost like this is just unacceptable. So my sister went ghost on him. And she told me, like, when I get ready to do this for him, I will do it. I'm not going to call him. I will call his lawyer, and then I will do it. You can't and then he apologized to me fiercely, but is the policy genuine, or is he apologizing because he needs a favor from my sister? So when I talked to him today, he's been calling me every day now. So when he called me today, I talked to him. I said to him, he mentioned again about my sister and this immigration. I told him that's between you and my sister. I don't have nothing to do with it. It ain't my business. Because what would usually happen if he needed something or something, because he do like this to people, I would usually talk to the person and say, well, no, go on and do it for him or whatever, don't be like that. Go on and help him out. That's how I would do. But this time, no. I said, that's not my business. That's between you and my sister. It has nothing to do with me. Because then I start thinking, oh, are you apologizing to me because you want me to rush my sister to do these papers for you? Because he had mentioned something about Trump was in office and Trump is going to, get all these undocumented people and all this stuff. So this is what I'm saying. You can't do all of these negative things to people and think that they're going to be there to open the door to help you out. Even this young generation, I know this lady, excuse me, she is constantly complaining about what her mother did when she was young. She's like in her 50s, but she's always, her mother did this, her mother did that, her mother did this. But she don't tell none of the stuff that she has done to her mother. When her kids became an adult, she tried to keep her kids away from her mother. You know what I mean? Break up their relationship. Her mother and her kids were very close, and she would say things to turn the kids against her mother so they would not be close. She would deliberately lie on her mother so they would not be close. Tell their mother, tell the kids. One time she had the kids. She told her mother she was having trouble with the son. So, the mother going to give you advice. Don't be holding on to this boy. Let him go, whatever. She recorded it and took it back and let her son hear it. So her son didn't hear the whole conversation. All he heard was his grandmother saying these negative things about him. He didn't hear the first part of the conversation. So then the mother set that up, so that she could turn the boy against his grandmother. That is terrible. But yeah, she always going around talking about what her mother did to her when she was young. When what goes around, come around. You better be careful, people, how you treat other people, because you don't never know who you treating. I think I'm going to make this another part 2 because I want to tell you all this story. So I'm going to end this and do a part 2. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Patricia Show.